Big Ernie. How we doing tonight? Ernie? The Nashville Flippers welcoming 621. Welcome in. Happy May the 4th be with you. Womp womp. Tony, how we doing tonight? Everybody's doing well. Was that a good Monday? Get the week started off on the right foot. I don't know why I was just, classic case of Mondays. Never a good Monday, it feels like, or the one to look forward to. That's not true. Sometimes when you know, like, your boss or others might not be there, and the meetings you normally have lined up don't happen because they're out of town or traveling, then it's a good Monday. Except for tomorrow. That's right. Revenge of the 5th tomorrow. Pretty wild they can do them back to back like that, right? Revenge of the 5th or Cinco de Mayo, your choice. Or I guess you could celebrate them both. Good old Revenge of the 5th. Very happy that they because it was going to be the Revenge of the Jedi originally, right? I think. And then they made it Return of the Jedi, changed the name, and then they brought the revenge part back in like the 8th or 9th movie. Okay, where's my Bluetooth? I tried using my GoPro again tonight, man. What? That's driving me crazy because it worked 2 nights ago when I wasn't actually going live anywhere. And I went private live, and it worked fine, like a champ. I recorded everything. CJ Duncan, welcome in. Happy Monday night. And then, it was crazy. Hey, Big Earl, looking for that Star Wars 2025. Get us going on this May the 4th. And May the 4th be with you in this break. Let's see here. I actually have 2 you can pick from. This one has a little bit of a looser wrapping. This one's very tight. So left or right, you pick. Your pick. I never know if the loose ones mean that they got opened up by somebody and then they try to reseal it and just didn't seal very well. Or did they open it, or there was something at the factory that happened? We're going left. Okay. Great choice. And good luck to you. May the 4th be with you. Looking for 4 refractor parallel cards. Guaranteed in a box. 8 packs with 5 cards in a pack. We're going to look at that chrome-based cards of the new Star Wars character featuring the debut medallion. Get my card caddy daddy thingy over here. All right, good luck. Proper way to start off this May the 4th. Empty box. All right, let me get some stands here. Ready to pull some bangers out of here. Okay. Pack number 1. What's up, Berkey? How you doing? Oh, you've never seen the Star Wars packs? Have you seen them at all? Just never opened? They're pretty cool. Hey, there you go at the jump. The OG Luke Skywalker. Can't go wrong with that. Little Lando Calrissian from the Calrissian series, I believe it is, or is the movie? Ooh, nice ray wave of Grogu, Baby Yoda, Yord Fandar. That's one of the new debuts in the Star Wars galaxy. And Wilmon Pack, also a debut card. Kind of like your rookie cards, I guess, right? You got to put Luke Skywalker because OG. And Baby Grogu, Baby Yoda. Movie's coming out. Is it Memorial Day weekend, I think? Started seeing some commercials for that. That's pretty cool. All right, pack number 2. There is General Hux, the bad guy. Yariel Poof, a bit of a stretchy neck. We got a little refractor here. Let's see the back. Osha Anasaya from the Acolyte. I've not seen the Acolyte. Mayor Mock Shiaz. Back to Yariel Poof. Behind Yariel, this is one of the inserts. Yep. Skeleton Crew. The crew gets enlisted. I've not seen that. Is that a series? I'm assuming it's a series too, right? Not 100% certain. I know they have a couple different series. The Acolyte, I think, is in here as well. Or, this guy in it. Is that the Acolyte? I think that's the Acolyte. I've not seen that series yet. All right. Jackie Lawn. So Skeleton Crew was good. Okay, I'll have to go back and watch that. Jackie Lawn. There you go. Admiral Akbar. It's a trap. Somebody's trying to FaceTime me. I'm going to decline it. And tell her I'm... All right, there you go. It's a trap. Ooh, and the Ray Wave. Kowlon Roken from Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was a good series. Jess Pava. That's from The Force Awakens. And then Kabuk. They're one of the Wookiees from the Acolyte. Lami Uskui Noodle Shop. Kabuk often brought his son, Kabuk Jr. Okay, there you go. Kabuk. Reminds me, if anybody ever watched the old Buck Rogers and that little robot say, "What's up, Buck?" Should have been the old Miss mascot. That's hilarious. All right, this is like pack 4, I believe here. Pack 4. Captain Porter, one of the rookies, debut card. Behind him, Queen Apollana. Insert for the Acolyte. She's from Revenge of the Sith. Acolyte. Oh, my dogs are howling. Eamon Grimm from Solo. And Professor Huyang from Ahsoka. That was a good series. Why the dogs are freaking out, but the dogs are freaking out. Welcome in, everybody. It's May the 4th. We're ripping in some Star Wars cards because that's what you do on May the 4th. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, pack 5. Here we go. Dengar from Empire Strikes Back. There you go. And then the OG Lando Calrissian on the Ray Wave. Beautiful. Oh, we got a little color here. You know, we may sweat that. I think that might be numbered. Wendell on the debut. Mr. Wendell from the Skeleton Crew. And the Stranger from the Acolyte. Dengar. All right, pack 6. There he is, the 5th brother, Inquisitor. Noel on the Prism Refractor. Insert for the Skeleton Crew. Women Nil, Shuttle to Class. These are nice refractors. Scora from the Acolyte. And a safety droid coming out of the Skeleton Crew. Noel, he's a debut. He's out of the Skeleton Crew as well. All right, pack 7, penultimate pack. Getting that match pack, second to last pack magic. Greedo Do we all agree he shot first? I think that's how it goes, right? On the Ray Wave, the Master Codebreaker, looking all debonair. Hey, on the Outer World Oddities, Gundark. Vancor. Very cool. Gundark. OG R2D2. And Tobias Beckett, Mr. Woody Harrelson. I feel like a lot of stars have gotten themselves into the Star Wars series. And I can't blame them for wanting to be a part of it. Probably like a dream come true for a lot of them. Prairie Dog, welcome in. Yeah, some sweet Star Wars Chrome cards. Got a card we're sweating over here, but this is our last full pack. It's for Big Ern, for Ernie. Cadel Connix. She's from The Last Jedi. There's a Porg. Cute little Porgy. Also from The Last Jedi. Refractor. Acolyte, a Deadly Fire. Hey, there you go. Green Yoda. Beautiful. And Bosk. I believe he comes from, Empire Strikes Back. Very cool. Can't go wrong with Yoda. OG. All right. I think this looks like a numbered card behind here. Could be all wrong, but let's see who we got. We got Whim, and that is correct. 32 out of 50. And Whim's debut card, and Whim is from Skeleton Crew. Beautiful. Love that gold on it with the purple. I will tell you that. These purple are these chrome cards. I mean, you'll know chrome cards are all nice in general, but these Star Wars chrome cards are super pretty. I wonder if that's a jersey match. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Definitely not an age match. It's a pretty young kid, so sleeve up to Lando Calrissian. Some Ray Waves here. Very nice. Oops, got some OGs. All right, let's see some of our. All right, so we got the OGs, R2D2s, Luke Skywalker, and Yoda, helping us celebrate May the 4th be with you. Skeleton Crew inserts, one of the pretty. Theirs are nice, and they don't say refractor, but man, they sure look like one. Gundark on the Outer World Oddities. On the Prism Refractor, Knoll. Grogu on the Ray Wave. Kowlon Roken on the Ray Wave. The Master Codebreaker looking all suave and debonair. And OG Lando on the Ray Wave. And then our Whim, 32 out of 50. Closing that out. Nice box. Nice cards. Very beautiful. Thanks for picking that up. Appreciate it. Getting us started off right in this May the 4th. Throw your name on here. As Jay Moore would say, put your name on it. Put your name on it. Bigger. Very cool. Very cool. Hey, you have a great night too. Appreciate you hopping in, and I appreciate you purchasing that. So into the spirit of May the 4th. We got 2024. It's been sitting around for a while. This has a lot of, I think, Ahsoka stuff in it. As you can see, she's on the cover there. What's up? So, Juan? How we doing tonight? Happy Monday night. Yeah. We're just celebrating May the 4th. We just ripped open a box of Topps Chrome 2025 for Big Ernie. Big Ern. I'm going to start it on this Big Ern. Are you still here with us? Because you get that free pack still. It is... Dang, I think I always miss them when they leave. Before they leave. Big Ern. Get that free pack. Still have those. Got to put them out on the table. I can easily get them. Free pack with every personal purchase. Now, they're old Top Stadium Club football, Upper Deck Hockey, and Studio. Top Studio, or Leaf Studio. Speaking of Upper Deck, did anybody get a chance to listen to the Sports Card Nonsense or Hobby Nonsense podcast last week? They had the CEO of Upper Deck on there, and it was very fascinating. It was a really, really good listen. He's kind of been an outspoken CEO. Oh, wait, we do have more 2025. But it was really interesting to listen to him talk about the process of getting an idea for what do they call them? Property, I guess, intellectual property, and then they get the approval to do a set, and then they have to go out and obviously come up with designs, and then they have to get people to sign, and that's quite a process. And yeah, it was a really good episode, and he's pretty forthcoming when it comes to. Hey, Tony, picking up. All right. Oh, there you go, picking up that last Topps Chrome football. Let's do it. Some fun in the football last night. Appreciate everybody that was here last night too, hopping in or just hanging out. That was a lot of fun. All right, here we go. We got Topps 2025. Chrome football. I told everybody last night I picked up a couple mega boxes of these coming. I tried to cheat the system and get multiple purchases on different accounts, but the accounts only difference was user ID, not my address or phone number. Wasn't that smart apparently, because they canceled the other 2 of the 3 orders. But yeah, let's go. Let's get you something out of here. We've seen autos come out of here, so let's do that. Let's just get an auto. Why not? And you know, it'd be cool if we could get a Drake May auto, because it'd be May the 4th, right? Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's make it happen. I don't see why not. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Yeah, exactly. So I thought about that. Well, when I woke up and I saw the cancellations, I was like, dang it. So I adjusted my address on one of the accounts, but they were already sold out at that point. So, all right, JJ McCarthy, Reed Blankenship. Ooh, Legends of the Gridiron, little Brian Dawkins. And on the back, Jay Jetta on the red, white, and blue. Beautiful. That's a pretty card. Yeah, it was too late to remember to think about that. I just, I'll just get a different email address, and that'll suffice. I really should have known that there are systems in place to prevent that. Rookie move. All right, here we go. Pack number 2. Started off with Cortland Sutton, little Derek Brown, on the refractor, Dalton Kincaid, beautiful, former University of Utah stud, and rookie Tate Rutledge for the Lions. Got some Dalton Kincaid. You know what? I'm gonna put this one there too, because your daughter will love this one. I don't know if your daughter does she know the legends? Does she know the former players? I never know when kids are like, I have neighbors huge Toronto Blue Jay fans. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll get his family's, all his boys. He's got 3 boys. They're all big fans of the Blue Jays. I'm like, I'll get him some old player cards. I mean, be kind of cool to see. Yeah, they don't care about those. They don't know those players. Kids don't know the old stuff. Some do though. Some don't. We got double Washington here. Maybe Bobby Wagner. Ooh, Jalen Waddle. Oh no, it's the Chiefs. Rashid Rice. Oh, she loves them all. Excellent. Love it. Pulsar Prism of Deshaun Hand. Okay. Defensive end. Yeah, that's cool. That's good. Then you know you got somebody that's a fan, right? Like with all Eagles, new, old, doesn't matter. Love them all. All right, Xavier Legette, Vita Vea. Ooh, on the Ray Wave, Jonathan Grenard, and on the back, rookie Kelvin Banks Jr. It looks like this is kind of a this product overall is kind of defensive, offensive tackle. It's pretty prominent. And maybe it's that way. I guess it's probably that way in score and stuff too. I just don't. Ooh, a little Spider-Man card collection. Okay. Love it. I do love that. I actually have Spider-Man, Magic the Gathering Spider-Man cards, I think. Little T-Law. Jalen Hurts. There's another good Eagles for you. For my Steelers, TJ Watt on the power players. Beautiful. And on the what do they call it? Pigskin parallel? Braylon Allen. Beautiful. Yeah, nice TJ Watt. He is a power player. In my opinion, still the sack leader. We can all agree that Joe Burrow's laid down for Myles Garrett. Just the way Brett Favre was Brett Favre was one that was accused of it too from can't remember who had it before. That guy confronted him in the back of like some signing area they were in. He's like, hey, you laid down. I was my record. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Dawson Knox, Refractor Vita Vea, the big fella, rumbling, and Caleb Johnson also on the Refractor. Beautiful rookie for the Steelers. Very nice. Big guy Vita Vea. Where did he play at? Washington. Okay. Sure I saw him pass through here playing either the Utes or the Cougars. All right, last pack Magic. We need that Drake May. Let's go. Let's get it. Brees Hall. Andrew Van Ginkel. Ooh, the Ray Wave is Zach Ertz, tight end for the Commanders. Followed up by Abdul Carter. Former New York Giant, I should say. Dang it, we didn't get the auto out of here. My apologies. That's a stinker. You tried. But got some nice looking cards out of here. We got the old Braylon Allen on the Pigskin parallel. TJ Watt on the power player. Beautiful. Dalton Kincaid on a wonderful refractor. Legends of the Gridiron. Brian Dawkins. Pulsar Prism of Deshaun Hand. And this beautiful red, white, and blue Justin Jefferson. These are pretty cards. They do it just right. It kind of looks purplish right here, which makes it like a color match. There you go. Zach Ertz, formerly Eagle. That's correct. That is correct. Old Zachy Poo. Appreciate you, Tony. I'm going to put your name on it. Spider-Man cards. Let's see. You know what? For your daughter collects Spider-Man, right? All right. Should we rip a Spider-Man pack for her? I'll throw this in. I think we rip it though. What do you say? Magic the Gathering Spider-Man? Is it okay if I rip this for her? Put it in your package? Let's do it. Do whatever Spider can. Spider-Man. Now, I've never played Magic the Gathering. No idea how all of it works. I just know they have a ton of like partnerships with different movies or franchises. All right, here we go. Magic the Gathering Play Booster, 14 cards. I think it's funny that it's for 13 plus. Like, really? Okay, there you go. Yeah, there are a ton of cards. No idea how any of them work. TCG stuff, I'm total, complete novice. All right, Selfless Police Captain. Creature, Human Detective. Unstable Experiment. Romantic Rendezvous. There he is. Peter Parker hanging upside down. Spider-Man. Professional Wrestler. Scorpion's Sting. Spider-Man No More. Sad. Creature or Spider Manifestation. There's the news helicopter. Silver Sable Mercenary Leader. Flying Octobot. The Spots Portal. Sandman Shifting Scoundrel. Silver Sable Mercenary Leader on the Refractor, or Shiny Chrome, I don't know what they call that. Suburban Sanctuary. And Treasure. Not a lot of Spider-Man in there, dang it. But you know what? Fun nonetheless, right? And then for you, Tony, you want to throw in a pack of Upper Deck, hockey, football. You got a couple of packs of Leaf left. You pick. Your pick. Dealer's choice. Football. Love it. Football's good. Found some cool older players out of this product. All right. Sam Rogers, 94 draft pick. Keenan McCardle for the Browns. Greg Robinson of the Raiders. Oh, we got ourselves a, what do they call these? We got to get that part. The Chalk Talk. Charlie Ward. There you go. Charlie Ward of the Chalk Talk. At Florida State. Very cool. Stadium Club official membership form. You can become a member of the Stadium Club. Complete with members only jackets. Michael Jackson. Whoa, wait a second. Michael Jackson. I didn't know he played football. Looks like he's a quarterback there. That's wild. Ronaldo Turnbull. Pete, what do you call him? Metzelars? Metzelars. There you go. Pete Metzelars. Todd Light. Lyght. Unique way. A bit bricked up back here. Alvin Harper. Okay, that's a name I recognize. For them boys. For the Dolphins, little Troy Vincent. Terry. Oh, how about a little Jerry Rice, Terry? Back it up, Terry. Jerry Rice for the Niners. That's beautiful. And Ken Rutgers. And the old trench talk. Very cool. Very nice. Jerry Rice. I like that. A little bit of gunk on there from the brick, whatever they call it. I don't know. Melting together. Little Charlie Ward, little Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice always deserves a top load because he's Jerry Rice. Legend. He also played for the Raiders, right? If I remember right. He played for the Raiders at some point. Kmart Dallas. Welcome in. Just talking about Kmart today, actually. Funny you say that. Come in. If you're not aware, and most people probably are not, because I work for eBay, and there is a offer from GameStop to buy eBay, which is pretty wild. I don't see it personally happening, but you never know. But the example I've been giving people is back in the day when Kmart bought Sears, which at the time Sears was a much bigger company, and Kmart ended up buying them. And yeah, it was weird. It was, I mean, neither of them are around anymore. It didn't equate to anything, but yeah. But GameStop, whose market cap value is like $11 billion, or eBay's is 35. They made an offer of $55 billion. Basically $125 a share. And then they said it'd be half cash, half stock. And so it's kind of brewed up over the weekend. We had an email today from the CEO saying, don't focus on it, focus on work, get the work done. But then I saw a video of the CEO of GameStop. He went on like MSNBC or one of those business channels, and they were asking about the letter. And man, that guy was he was either high on something or what, or he just doesn't know what he's talking about because he had no answers for him. They were trying to ask him the difference between because there was about a $16 billion gap in between what he said he had or could get and what he was offering. And they kept asking him, "Well, where's that extra money coming from?" Oh, we'll it's in the press release. It's half cash, half stock. So he just kept repeating that line over and over again. I was like, okay, yeah. They have a letter from TD who says that they could secure $20 billion, but they called out that the letter from TD is not a guarantee of funds. So even then, it's not like, oh, we have 20 billion just waiting for this guy to use it. It's we could potentially get you $20 billion. So that's not even a for sure thing. So I don't know if it's GameStop trying to do like get themselves back in public in the eye because I know I mean, they're closing stores down. That's the funny thing. They announced they're going to close some shops down. Um, they've closed a couple around here in the last little bit. So yeah, it's very, very bizarre that they would even make this push. But I sadly, eBay stock, or not sadly for us, good for eBay. The stock went up like up to 110, I think, at one point today. And then GameStop stock went down 10%. So whatever he's trying to do, people aren't buying it. They're onto his little ruse, if you will. So yeah, it's very, very interesting. Very weird spot to be in, but having that hang over you. I have a brother-in-law who just recently retired as a CEO of a public company, and so I've reached out to him. Tell me what's going on here. What are they? Yeah, and that's the other thing about GameStop too. They literally were revived because of the Wall Street Bets guys on Reddit. That's it. Like, yeah. In his letter, the CEO says he could save the company. He could save eBay. It was like a couple $1 billion a year in operating costs. It doesn't say how he's going to do it. But he also says that he won't take a salary and no bonuses, no golden parachutes. He'll simply be paid on the value or the performance of the company. I thought, okay, this guy's crazy. This guy's crazy. Hey, I'm thinking about, and I've told you guys, I've been thinking about doing potentially a singles night, ladies, singles night. Anyways, these are some of the cards I've put aside. I was thinking it. Yeah, that's they've gone to. Yeah, they do. They're a partner with PSA, which is honestly kind of baffling. I've heard some horror stories from PSA or from people who've done that where they've lost cards. And so, but yet they're supposed to be much cheaper and quicker, not by a bunch, but quicker nonetheless, because they can bulk send in, right? So, um, I'm sure there's enough people out there that have had good experiences with them. And I did the GameStop Pro membership just because it gives you you get cheaper cost, and on release day you can get instead of let's say a limit of one, you can get two, and then you get I can't remember, it's like 5% off or something. It's some low amount, but then you also get $5 a month that you can spend on cards. So or you can spend on stuff in the store, not just cards. So, and if you trade something in, they give you a little more for it because you're a pro membership. It's not very expensive either for the year. It's totally worth it. I get that back in the monthly coupon that I use every month. But I go there and I buy boxes every now and then. But that's where I got the Star Wars hobby box. So, but yeah, they closed them there a long time ago. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know they've been really wanting to get into collectibles and cards. That's been their kind of push they want to get into. I'm assuming they just think they could buy their way into eBay. And you think, like, it's crazy because the guy's like, I'll be the C. I could see if he was like, hey, we want you to buy us, we want to merge with you. But dude, I say I want to outright buy eBay is mind boggling. But stranger things have happened, I guess. I do know when eBay owned PayPal, It's like what, almost 10 years ago now that we got rid of it. But when we owned PayPal, and they had a what do they call them? Like not a, I don't want to call a pirate investor, but they come in. Carl Icahn's a good example of one. They come in, they buy a bunch of shares of the company, and then they um, demand certain things from the company, like, oh, I need you to do this, that, and so this group came in, bought a bunch of shares, demanded that eBay sell PayPal off as its own standalone company. And I remember at the beginning of it, John Donahoe was the CEO at the time. He was very adamant about keeping us together. No, eBay and PayPal, we're better together. We're better together. We're better together. This is just a distraction. We're not going to give in. And it took about 6 weeks till we finally got the email that said, "Yeah, we're selling PayPal." And somebody would hypothesize or made a joke at work, like somebody called up Dono and said, "Hey, I can get you a 80-foot yacht, giant bonus, and whatever else you're looking for if you make this happen." Then John Donahoe quickly said, "You know what? You know what? We're not better together. We're better separate, actually. Now that I think about it." Which, in the end, he was totally right to do so, because PayPal is suffering at this point. But the problem was people wouldn't use PayPal as a checkout platform or as a financial platform because they were afraid eBay had access to all their financials, which we did as a company. I owned them, right? So people like, you know, card manufacturers or anybody that was potentially in that same business as eBay, like collectibles or whatever, we could never land them as an account in PayPal because they were worried we were going to we would know too much about that company. So, and then it wouldn't allow us to take things like other payment methods, right? So your Apple Pays, your Google Pays, that kind of stuff. So selling them off was much better for us. But that's a long story about eBay and PayPal. But I talk sports. My Red Sox, did we end up winning today? I know we were down 5-4. No, we were up 5-4 in the bottom of the ninth. We were the visiting team, though. So let's see. Sports. There we go. Let's see if we won. Did the Red Sox pull it out, or did they suffer like they normally do? Oh, they ended up winning. Look at that, 5-4. Got killed yesterday. Well, not killed, but lost to the Astros. You see the story? Scooble, he's going under the knife, and then he's going to go into free agency. So, going to remove loose bodies from his left elbow. So weird thing to say, loose bodies. I wonder what the recovery means. Let's see. No worries. They got Framber Valdez. They're good. They're set. Just kidding. Does it save? Because Boston, I think, is looking for. Would love to pick up Derek Skubal. Entering Monday at 13-21, we're only 3 games back in the wild card. That's a sad statement. AL is a tough league. It doesn't say how long the rehab is, or not rehab, but how long he'll be out. Or maybe it does. I just missed it. Oh, there you go. 2 to 3 months. Just got to read the first line. Sideline for 2 to 3 months with loose bodies from his left elbow. It's a big deal for the Tigers, that's for sure. Big hit to that pitching staff. Brutal. Pitching such a rough position. Well, some will definitely pick him up. I mean, it's not a Tommy John surgery. It's just something in his elbow, right? So I feel somebody will definitely pick him up. I hope it's the Red Sox, but I don't think the Red Sox ownership is smart enough to do that. So here we sit. To be fair, I thought we had a pretty good rotation coming in this year. We just don't have any offense to back it up is the problem. I mean, Garrett Crochet did have a rough start, though. He hasn't been his best all year, but trying to think who else. Brian Bayo has really struggled this year. Phillies could use him for sure. I don't think there's a team out there that couldn't use him other than the Dodgers. Like, although I heard the other day that Roki Sasaki is not having a great year, which he's young. Probably a lot of pressure on that kid, but that's I don't know if that's true or not. Again, I just heard that I think it was on MLB radio and satellite radio, or whatever. But I mean, anybody could use Tariq Skubal. Dude's a stud, I think. I don't know if I ever showed anybody, but I think it did. But his good friends of ours, that their son-in-law is cousins to Tariq Skubal, and he got to go to the opener this year, or no, I guess maybe last year. I don't know. I think it was last year, but anyways, he knew I was a baseball fan, so he picked me up a Skubal autograph ball. Well, he had him sign it for me, but you can see it's kind of faded there. I'm like, gosh dang it. But he signs it with his number, and he said he only signs a number with it if he signs it in person. So if it has a number on it, then it means he was in person when he signed it. So I thought it's kind of cool. Kind of a cool thing to do. That way you kind of know it's unique. Card Guru. Yeah. So, anyways, I was thinking some singles. I've run on some stuff like this here. Just started out like a buck, right? Vidal Bruhan. I'm making sure I didn't pick any wanders out of there. That'd have been terrible. You know, not high-end stuff, but like pristine, nice. Austin Wells and the hot dog. I actually got to look that up. Brock Jones. Daniel Alvarez. No idea who that is. Rookie debut. 7 degrees of separation from the school. Yeah. That's it. Look at those. 7 degrees. Oh, I also thought maybe putting these up there. A little Ken Griffey Jr. Michael Jordan. Twice. Justin Dunn numbered. Timmy Salmon. Anyways, these are some of the cards I'm thinking of. Just running out of buck one night. The old Bob Feller with a high leg kick out of $1.99. I think I got pretty much a lot of teams covered off. It's one of my favorites too. Bo Jackson for the Sox. Okay, I'm gonna load them in the store. Then I think maybe this week on maybe Thursday. I'll have to pick a night. Do just some singles. If they sell, great. If they don't, that's fine too. Yamamoto rookies. Alman rookie. Look at that, Nolan Ryan. She's a beauty. This one, not all started a buck. That's probably a little more than a buck. Dylan Cruz on, I don't know, that's lunar? I think that's lunar surface. Yeah, that bow is cool. But that Noli, King of Kings. Look at that history. Look at that freaking sheesh. That's nuts. Dude was a stud and a half, that's for sure. Look at that centering too. Isn't that beautiful? Skeet skirt. Yeah. Awful. Quality control. The big hurt out of 2023. Hoyt Wilhelm. Look at that beautiful. It's got a $2.99. Al Lopez. Yeah, anyways, I thought these would be some kind of fun ones. I got a lot in collection in boxes, and I thought you gotta get rid of some of these things. And there's no sense in holding on to things like Alex DeGotti. I don't even know if Alex DeGotti is still around. Ryan Creedler, Ronnie Dawson, Nor Guevara, Brian Ramos, Zach Rex, Joe Barlow. That's a fun one. Reed Van Scooter. Let's see. This was Sammy Long. Yeah. Camilo Duval. Montesino. Look at Garrett Whitlock. Now, what am I doing with that guy? That can't be the right spot. Garrett Whitlock at a 250. Anyways, yeah, exactly. He had more space for Nolan. Look how fine, tiny the print is on the back there. What a stud. This one he had 5,076 strikeouts, 2,500 walks. Wow. That's crazy. That's nutty. 3.15 ERA, career lifetime, 7 shutout game or no hitters, 7 no hitters. Come on. Yeah, let's see. Made more baseball history in '89 by becoming first pitcher to achieve 5,000 career strikeouts. Holder of one season strikeout record, 383 in 1973. Wow. Author of a record 5 no hitters. 5. Yeah, which is 5. Has led AL to strikeouts 6 seasons with Angels from 72 to 79, with Rangers in 89, NL in both 87 and 88. Yeah, dude was a machine, honestly. I don't know if you've ever watched the series on Netflix about him. It's just, not a series, it's just like a one time not one time, just I'm trying to say it's one episode. It's like a 90-minute long movie, but a documentary. That's what I'm trying to say. Documentary. Yeah, it's pretty awesome because I mean, he just played through anything and everything. There was no I mean, think about all the years that he played. He didn't have like any year in there that he played less than 30 games. I guess he did here 28 games, but like 40 games, 333 innings pitched. I mean, just every year. He's 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He just played every year. Freaking. After watching that documentary, I'm like, the dude is a machine. He was just a pitching machine. Couldn't be stopped. Of course, he'll ever be remembered for the Robbie Ventura incident. Hey, Bluetooth, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, he was a machine. I don't know if I'm trying to think now if I talked about his arm nowadays. Like, just absolutely kills him all the time. He's loaded on ibuprofen all every day. I feel like that might be the case. Orange 777. Happy Monday night. Yes, he's probably loaded on cortisone shots and Tylenol. It's cocktail of choice. You're the Phillies. Is that right, Tony? No. Is it Phillies? Yeah, Phillies. Okay. So you're Phillies in baseball, but I mean Eagles, but Texans also in football. Sound like me. I've got teams from all over the country, except for the Jazz. Got the Jazz, Red Sox in the East, Steelers in the East. I don't have a hockey team. Well, I do. It's now the Utah Mammoth, but I don't really watch hockey. So Texans, Phillies, and the Mammoth. There you go. See, look, you're a Mammoth guy too. I watched part of the game the other night where the final game before they got eliminated. It was definitely, I watched it a little bit differently. Normally I just don't even watch it. Like, they move really fast, but I kind of watched a little bit. Kind of watching hard for me to keep an eye on the puck. They do this game at or this thing at the Jazz games. They might do it at this Mammoth games too. It's 3 coins, and one of them has like the logo from a local credit union. And then they flip them around, you see where the logo's at, and then they spin the coins and mix them all up. And they go, the first round is pretty easy. You can kind of follow the coin, no problem. But then they want to double or nothing. So it's $250 you win the first time. You can double up to $500. Of course, everybody does. But then the second go around, this coin spin like super fast. Like I don't even know. I watch it and I try to capture a glimpse of it as it's spinning around, and when it comes to get into place to see if I can spot it, but I never can. Yet the entire feels like 90% of the crowd every time knows exactly where it is. I'm like, I obviously don't have good enough eyes to follow that. Yeah, it was a good season for the Mammoth, from my understanding. I mean, they make the playoffs, and it was second year here in Utah, I think, right? So, I mean, I know they're an established team, coming from Arizona or Phoenix, but still, I think that's pretty good to do in a new place. I feel like a lot of the players like it here. I hope. Yeah, I thought that was the case. That they weren't really. I mean, which kind of makes sense why they wouldn't be able to be bought out and brought up here. Just not very having a lot of success in Phoenix. But hoping to get that baseball team. I know every time I see a post about MLB expansion, we're on the short list. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Oh, did they really? That's awful. That's terrible. I mean, weren't they good at one point in Phoenix? I feel like I've seen that, the Coyotes name, and again, not being part of the sport heavily. So for me to recognize it, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just know because that's what they talked about all the time when they moved there. I know there were some upset fans from Phoenix that didn't want that to happen. But it is what it is. Okay. There you go. There you go. Anyways, any fun plans for the summer? I think we talked about this before, but I cannot remember. Okay. Smart to get to the Mammoth because you just got in. That's what I'm doing. Just getting into hockey. I'm going to choose the Mammoth. Plus, being Cameron. Headed to Florida in a month. Okay, let's see. That'll be June. So pack your towels, right? Like, whew. I think it's going to be humid. Humid in June. We were there once a couple years back, and I want to say it was in May. And the first 3 days were beautiful. No humidity, or very low, if any, but it was totally bearable. And then a rainstorm happened, and then after that, every day was humid as hell. It was crazy. I just flipped the switch with one day in a storm. It was a big storm, and then we got on we were on the plane to come home, and we were headed out to the runway, so we're away from the gate, and a storm starts. And if you're familiar with Florida, right, like it just will rain like instantly, downpour, and that's what happened. It just became a downpour instantly. So they literally parked the plane, turned the engines off, and we just sat there while it rained. The little like overflow catches with the drains next to the runway just almost instantly filled up with water. It was nuts to watch. The problem was with the engines off, they had the AC off, and Florida's still hot even when it's raining. It's a hot rain. And so we're just inside this plane, just kind of sweating to a point where I'm like, I'm ready just to pass out, fall asleep, and I'll wake up in Utah. But then the storm stopped, fired the engines back up, turned the AC on. At this point, now you've got sweat mixed with now AC blowing on it. And I was awake the whole flight. Turn the AC back off. I want to fall asleep. Well, that'll be fun. Are you going there for vacation? Visit family? Going to Disney? Oh yeah, Disney. That's why I say our first year vacation. Nice. Are you going to Disney? You're going to be in Disney? You love Disney? Oh, Melbourne Beach. Okay. Yeah, I remember when our kids were little. I think they were 3 or 4, And in my in-laws, they were celebrating their 50th anniversary back. This is in would have been 20 or 2006 or so. And they decided to take everybody to Disney World. It was awesome. But yeah, I felt like that trip every day at around 1:30, it would rain for 20 minutes and then it would stop and the sun would come back out the rest of the day. Sun in the morning, rain for half an hour, sun in the afternoon, evening. It was the weirdest thing. But when you on that on those walkways sometimes, you get that hot walkway mixed with rain in it now, and now that it's already humid enough, but you get that steam coming up off the walkway now. Ooh, that's when you try to find an indoor ride or show or exhibit or something that you can go sit at for an hour and get out of the heat. Oh, love it. Love it. Yeah, we love it so much. We bought the Disney Vacation Club timeshare. It's like that's how much we wanted to be part of it. Like we used to go every year. When my kids were little, they were on their elementary school had a track system because there were so many kids that were registered for the school they couldn't do them all in traditional, and so they did A, B, C, D tracks. So there was always three of the tracks that were on any given time, and then they rotated who was off, and they would get off like for 3 to 4 weeks at a time. And so we always would get the D track, which they would start school in like August, and then by like after in October they'd be off already, which was great for us because that was our family vacation time. We would drive down to Disneyland. We would spend a couple of days in Disney, and then my wife, guy at her work, his family owned a condo in San Diego, literally on the beach. It was wonderful in Pacific Beach, that part of San Diego, and we'd spend a week there, and then we'd drive home, and it was great because at that time of year, Disney wasn't very crowded, right? This is again would have been in 2008, 9, 10. I feel like they closed at like 8 o'clock at night too in October. They had the occasional. They were just I think starting to get the Halloween parties going, but yeah, they it was awesome because they didn't open till later either, like 9 or 10. So you could sleep in, get ready, go to the park, spend all day there, and then come home, have a dinner back at the hotel. That was kind of nice. But yeah, we always just eyed we always eyed a DVC, DVC, DVC. We're like, oh, we'd love to do that, but we weren't quite in a position where we could. And then I don't know, a couple of years back, we finally were in a position where we could. So we thought, you know what? So we actually reached out, right? And I called them and hey, we're interested. We were one of those golden buyers because we're like, yeah, we want to be part of this. And they're like, yes, let us sign you up. So we done all the research and homework, figured out how many points we're going to use, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. They wrote it up, signed it in. The the silly thing was about I don't know, a couple months later, maybe half a year later, maybe even a year. I don't know. We were on a trip in Boston, and somebody called me on my phone. I picked it up because I didn't make sure it wasn't missing anything. And it was some lawyer who saw that we were owners of DVC and wanted to know if he could help us get out of it and if we were pressured into buying it and blah 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 blah. And I said, let me tell you one thing about what happened here. I said I called them. They didn't call me. I called them to sign up for it. So yeah, I'm not interested in getting out of my contract at this point. So yeah, our home resort is the Riviera. So it's a beautiful resort. I know it's not as like Disney over the top kind of thing, which I actually kind of like that. I kind of like that it's not like too Disneyed out in that sense because you get it all day at the park, right? Um, and is between that or what was the other one they had at the time? There was only it was that or the one in Hawaii, right? So we obviously didn't. Well, we want to go to the park more than Hawaii. So, but I will tell you this: since yeah, exactly, it's right next to it there. We did have we've had a chance now to stay at last year we stayed at the Grand Floridian. That was on our bucket list to stay at, and we were honestly shocked when we were looking at dates that it was available. We're like, we'll take it. So we were able to stay there for a week. That was actually our grandson's first experience. I thought, well, it's only downhill from here, kid. Sorry, Oh, the Skyliner is the best. 100% agree with that. Like that's such a perk of the Riviera in that area right there is the Skyliner. So great. Just being able to hop on, hop off. It's wonderful. But we also stayed at the Coronado. Is it the Coronado? That's what it's called, I think, right? That was pretty nice. And then we did my wife has used our points on one of her girlfriend trips. They did go to the Alani in Hawaii, and they said it was really nice. It was pretty nice there, but it was good because that was a year. We try to go about every other year just because it's a big commitment to go to Florida, and with the kids getting older now, grandson and all that. So we try to go every other year. But so in the in between years, you got to figure out what to do with those points. So that worked out good for that year. This year, we were able to figure out since it is technically an off year, we thought, well, we want to go to Disney Land because it's the 70th anniversary. That's we can say where all of our magic really started. So we actually Disneyland itself. There's two resorts there. There used to be just one DVC resort. That was the Grand Californian. And then they built the one on the Disneyland Hotel, and it's still Grand California is impossible to get if it's not your home resort. Um, and yeah, you can sell or rent your points. So that's we thought about that as well. It's kind of cool. They will let you roll over your points so you don't use them to one time, but they got to use them the next year. So oftentimes we'll do that. We'll just roll them over and then use them the next year. But this year we're going to go to Disneyland for just like 4 nights, and we actually had to end up booking just 3 separate rooms at the Disneyland Hotel Resort. Yeah, rolling over is good. It's interesting. You have to do it by a certain time, and then you have to do it by I think end of September, and if not, then you can't. And then you can't use the rollover points until after February 1st the next year. At least in our situation, I don't know. It might be different by contract, but yeah, I've never I've looked into the kind of selling them. I don't know how that all works though, so I don't. I've been afraid to pull the trigger on that. We've done a pretty good job, honestly, every year of getting to a point to where we use them. We may have like 30 points that get we lose out on or something like that, but that's not too bad. Our allocation is 500 a year, so because we figure we're gonna have to get bigger. Like we generally get at Disney World, you can get bigger suites, right? Like a super nice 3 bedroom, 2 bath, big kitchenette, big dining area, that kind of stuff. So, oh, nice. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be really cool. And yeah, staying at a Skyliner resort is the thing. Mr. Watson, good evening. Happy Monday night. May the fourth be with you this evening. I was gonna come on in my full Darth Vader helmet, but I thought, well, I don't usually put my camera on, so that would be kind of cool, right? Oh, did they? Let's check it out. I think you're right. MLB with a fire, 2021 fire, Josh Watson. Thanks for the heads up. I don't know why I don't see him pop up on the screen. I see it now. All right, Mr. Watson, I appreciate you. This is it here, the 2021 Topps Fire. Pete Alonso for the Mets, looking for autograph cards. What else are we looking for out of here? Bonus gold minted cards. 7 packs plus 4 bonus cards. Yeah, what the heck? The Disney chat was happening. You're good. We like baseball cards just as much. So good luck, Mr. Watson. This has been sitting on my shelf for quite a while now. I'm glad to see it going to a good home. Let's pull a banger out of here. Let's see if it's just been marinating. Oops, empty box. Marinating. Got all sorts of hits in here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs. 6 cards a pack. Was that what they promised us? Sure enough. Good job, Topps. You did it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it says, wait a second. 7 packs. Oh, plus 4 bonus gold minted cards. It must be in the packs. Okay. Now I'm reading it. Yeah, let's get that Shohei. Let's get that 2021 Angels Shohei Ohtani. Good luck. Good luck. Is it Josh Lau, right? No, Brandon Lau. Brandon Lau. Zach Gallen. Ooh, Kyle Seager for the Mariners. It's one of our gold minted. What about Juan Soto on the fired up for the Nationals? Very cool. Get that sleeved up. No matter how you feel about Soto, I feel like he's always a pretty good market. And the gold are pretty awesome too. Gold minted. All right, Mr. Carlos Correa. Mr. Can't pass the physical, as we all know. How about an Ichiro? That's cool. And Ryu. Hyunjin Ryu. I don't think that's the gold minted, but it's kind of a silver foil, rainbow foil. Yeah, I do love the fire cards. Wish they continued making them. I don't know either what year they stopped making them, but yeah, should bring them back. Mickey Moniak, rookie. There you go. Clevenger. Is that Reese Hoskins? That's a beautiful card. Like almost looks like a stained glass, but that's very cool. Rookie card for Davidson, Tucker Davidson for the Bravos. A little Manny Machado. And a rookie, Drew Rasmussen for the Brewers. Very cool. Yeah, this Reese Hoskins is pretty awesome looking. Again, I don't know what that insert's called. That's cool looking. Kind of stained glass-ish. Wish you would tell me what it was. The old Mickey Moniak. Back-to-back Phillies. There you go. I was going to say, Tony, you like those Phillies cards? I pack numero 3. Little Joey Votto. Greg Vaughn? No. Greg Vaughn? Yeah, I think it's Greg. Andrew Vaughn. Let's get it right. Rookie Andrew Vaughn at that. Justin Verlander. That's also kind of that cool. Tyler Stevenson, rookie gold mint on the rookie ignition. That's cool. JT Realmuto for the Phillies. Rookie Dane Dunning, and Trevor Story. Very cool. Now with the Red Sox. Not having a great season so far. We'll give him time. He's had injuries in the past. We'll forgive him that. This rookie sensation, rookie ignition's pretty cool. Tyler Stevenson. And then Andrew Vaughn. All right, pack 4. How about the captain, Derek Jeter? Joey Bart, rookie. Ooh, the Corey Seager? Yeah, Corey Seager. Frazier. Clint Frazier. Rookie of, is it Jose Jimenez? Oh, Andreas Jimenez, okay. And Marcus Stroman. Did he go to the Yankees after he was the Mets? I'm trying to remember where he went. I feel like it was a very big market team he went to. All right. 3 packs to go. We get that. Let's get that Shohei out of here. Come on, Shohei. Show yourself. Oh, look at that. Speak of the devil. That's a nice Tariq School rookie. I didn't know it was in this product. It's 21, really? Was it 21? No. Yeah, this is 2021 Fire. Has he been around that long? Yeah, that's a nice Scooble. Ketel Marte? That's his brother, Starling. Of course, it's Starling Marte. We have Liftoff, Cody Bellinger for the Dodgers and the gold minted. Patino, rookie. Luis Patino for the Rays. Nelson Cruz. Jake Cronenworth, rookie. And Johan Moncada for the White Sox and the gold minted. get Jake in there. Luis Patino. That's always an interesting thing about these older years you get. You're like, oh, are they even still in the league? Are they still around? So far, we've seen some really good common names, including this bad boy, Tariq Skubal. I did not realize he was a rookie in 2021, 2020. Why did I think he's been around shorter than that? But yeah, Tariq found a groove late in his 2020 rookie season. All right. I did not know that. Quote Johnny Carson, I did not know that. Running out of room, running out that hill. All right, our penultimate pack. Come on, Shohei. We're speaking into existence. Here we go. Sanchez, rookie. Syndergaard, Noah Syndergaard. Jeffers, rookie. Ryan Jeffers, yep. Brady Singer, also that cool color background, kind of stained glass. Rookie. Justin Turner and Joe Adell, rookie for the Angels, who's now actually getting some playing time with the Angels and doing pretty well here. He was with our local team here. We're the minor league team for the Angels. He's been in Salt Lake for a long time, I feel like. Okay. We're giving you one more chance, Shohei. This is the pack you're going to be in. Because why not? Save for the last pack. Keep us on our toes. Aaron Nola. A lot of Phillies in here. Oh, how about a Mike Trout? Not bad, a Mike Trout. But it's not Shohei. Javi Baez in the fired up. Salvi Perez. Hey-oh! We spoke it into existence. There you go. Shohei Ohtani-san. Pitcher, designated hitter. Very nice. We wasted no time getting them sleeved up and top loaded. I'm telling you, Ohtani cards are wildly crazy when it comes to just pricing them. They're awesome. Pick up any and all that you can. Is that JP Crawford? Yep. And last but not least, the legend. Look at that beauty. Tony Gwynn. Whew, that's pretty. Dang. What a nice box. Yeah, no problem. That's what I wanted to do, is to make you sweat it to like 4 cards to the end. I knew it was coming. I just made it make you sweat. So, ooh, that's a nice box. You got a lot of good cards out here. Loving it. All right, I got to get these other ones here fired up. We got some Javi Baez. Like I say, a lot of good names in here still playing, so that's good. Could put a Trout in there too. Mike Trout, Javi Baez, and the fired up gold mint. Very cool. Ryu. That is, I don't know if that's a gold mint or just like a foil, rainbow foil. Moncada. Trevor Story. Juan Soto in the fired up, minted. We have liftoff, Cody Belly on the gold mint. 111 exit velocity. Reese Hoskins on that cool kind of stained glass. Rookie Tyler Stevenson on the rookie ignition. Tariq Skubal, pitcher extraordinaire, now out with surgery in his elbow. Legend, kind of a color match here. Tony Gwynn with the Padres. That's cool. And then our guy, Shohei Ohtani. Beginning April 6, 2021, Shohei drove in 9 runs over a 6-game span. 12 for 28, 2 homers, 3 doubles, and a triple. Jeez Louise, the guy's been a beast forever, right? Hey, I appreciate you, Mr. Watson. This is an awesome pack. I'm glad. Love to see that. Go to a good home. This packaged up and sent out tomorrow. Yeah, love me some fire. Wish I could find more of it. That's for sure. Sounds good, Tony. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Appreciate you being here. Chit chat with me, especially about all things Disney. Pfeiffer's cards, welcome in. Hope everybody's having a good night. Ryan, got some Star Wars because it is May the 4th. We did a plan that earlier. We thought, hey, do some NFL, get Drake May the 4th. We did not get a Drake May, unfortunately, but we did just pull a Shelly Thomas on and that sweet firebox. You could still get a Drake May, I guess. We do have these guys. Select hanger boxes. Have a great night, Josh. Appreciate you again. Thanks for picking that box up. This is a Select 2025 with black and gold prism shocks. I've yet to open up one of these, but also looking for some autographs. And what else comes out of here? Zebras, I think zebras, black snakeskin. I mean, that's a tough one, I'm sure. But yeah, got Select in there for some Drake May the 4th. I did pick up the Topps oversized flagship collection box from Costco the other day. It's in the shop there too. Got some more Star Wars for May the 4th. Should do it again tomorrow for Revenge of the Sith, Revenge of the 5th. And we're down to me. Very cool. Well, it might be a short night tonight, which is totally fine. It's 9 o'clock at night, an early day today. We're going to call it a night. We'll call it an evening. Thanks to everybody that was here. Appreciate any and all of you just for hanging out. And those of you that got in to some product, appreciate you as well. So, all right, folks. Actually, you know what? I'll say hang out here for just another minute or two. We'll put my sign up. Personals. Check out the shop. It's personals tonight. Check out the shop. That guy there, and that guy there. Let's rip a pack. Let's rip a score a treat for fun. Okay. Jalen Hyatt, Jonathan Brooks, and Doug Williams. Nice. Maybe what I'll do is I will stop tonight, go test out my GoPro, come back for a singles night on Thursday. What do we say? All right, I'm calling it. Hour and a half. Appreciate the conversation, gentlemen. Been a good time. And I will see you all at the next one.